Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Retro Gaming Quiz. After 4 weeks away and the joys and sorrows of watching England in the Euros and Scotland and Wales, of course, it's really good to be back for a bit of normality where we're going to see Sega Zombie, the 4-time current champion, take on YouTube of the Month James from Gamezone Birdroom. So without further ado, I'm going to add James to the quiz tonight, and we can get a bit of chat with him because this guy is actually the closest YouTuber to me, and yet we've still never met. Here he is. Hello.
Gamezone Birdroom.
How you doing, mate? Good to see you.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, all good, all good. It's been quite relaxed actually, having a little bit of time off the quiz and just being able to sit back, drink beer, watch the football, get beat on penalties. You know, it's just a normal summer in the life of me. But before I say anything else, I just want to congratulate you on winning YouTuber of the Month.
Cheers.
I did
Thank you
vote for
very
you,
much,
so extra happy that you took it home, mate, and you brought it to the Highlands of Scotland. Well done.
Oh,
Something I couldn't do.
Thank you for voting for me. Yeah. Again, thanks for all my subscribers, family, friends, other tubers, everyone that voted for me.
It did seem like a really it was pretty close. I think at the end, it's one of the closest I've seen for quite a while.
Yeah, I really thought Cabana was going to win because at one point he was getting vote after vote after vote. So
yeah, you can't help but watch it, can you? Like I remember when I was up, and I remember seeing everyone else getting voted for, and then you see one for me, and you're like, hey. So it's a great achievement to win, mate. Yeah. Hopefully, I might get a shot at it one more time. But we're going to speak to the guy who
I think you will, mate. With all these quizzes you're doing, they're brilliant.
I enjoy doing them, and I don't know, it's just something different. I don't think anyone else really does anything like it on YouTube. There's a lot of talking and showing things, this, that, and the other. But I don't know, this is a bit more interactive. I always think. Do you know what I mean? You can actually play it sat at home, really. So
yeah, exactly.
Remember, guys. Don't put the answers in the comments until after the round, and then
please do.
No.
No
texting, no phones allowed. I forgot to say, have you got a pencil and a piece of paper? Perfect. Well, without further ado, let's introduce our YouTuber of the year and presenter of YouTube of the month. It's Sega Zombie. Hello,
greetings, guys. Are you all right?
There we go. Look,
yeah.
Sponsored by YouTube of the year.
Oh, wow. That is fucking brilliant. Definitely choose one of them in my box, Scott. Going for a t-shirt. I'm going to get some new ones printed out because I've changed the color schemes of what I'm going to be using. So I don't know, it's an excuse to print some more cool t-shirts and mugs. That's my excuse anyway.
As I said in my last video, whoever wins it, I'll do one for them as well. Maybe it might catch on. You know, they might do one for the next winner. It's just nice to have something to show you won it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I haven't voted yet this month. Just because I like to watch the channels. Like, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I always vote with a day or two to spare because I try and watch what the channels have been doing, because there's just so much out there to watch. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's difficult to keep up with it all. You've got to just get it when you can.
Ultimately, though, that's what YouTube of the Month's all about, isn't it? Is discovering these new channels and having loads of content to watch. So as long as that's working, that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. So have you guys been up to anything interesting in the last couple of days? Or obviously we missed the last one because of the football, but now that's all over and done with. Like, what have you been filling them gaps with?
Housework, work.
Great stuff.
Seeing the birds out, playing games, basically.
What have you been playing recently?
I've just been playing my Sega Saturn at the moment. So
again, that's something else I don't
play. Playing Children of the Atom, fantastic fighting game. Really good. I've been playing some Die Hard Arcade. trying to get good at bloody, what is it, Sonic R. It's got the greatest music ever, but the game's, I don't know, you know, Scott, it's quite hard. It's a hard game.
It's a hard game to master, but you appreciate it more when you do.
Yeah.
That game.
I did get a second today, which I was quite proud of.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say hello to the people who's in the chat. So we've got Colin here, who always helps me out, and obviously he's to do with the men's charity that we're trying to support on the quiz. Nerdy Geezer's here. Hello, Lee. We've got Gordon, Gib84. Good to see you, mate.
Cheers, mate.
We've got Feed Me Chicken, who is up for this month. So good luck with that, mate.
Pesky chickens everywhere.
Callum's got a new video out today, which I've got on my to watch list later on.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing mostly over the last couple of weeks, is just catching up on all the content. We're saying there's so much out there that
good luck.
My watch list is just absolutely epic. So apologies if anyone gets a comment from a video a month ago. You know, I'm slowly catching up.
Well, you're a busy man, Scott. You're a busy man.
I'm just sitting getting my comments deleted for not even swearing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's really pissing me off. But anyway, and we've got How to Trigger X, evening chaps.
Hey,
hello
Dylan.
to you as well. Right, so you know how it goes. We've got 5 pixelated pictures to try and guess what they are. Then we'll move on to 10. What I think is going to be difficult questions this week. Then we've got the music round, which is obviously difficult every week. Then we've got the picture round, which is the cover art. And if we're still even by the end of there, we do have a tiebreaker question, but we've never had to use one yet. So
you won't even have to worry about that, mate.
Why? You never know. You never know. Honestly, anything can happen here, mate. You don't know what the question's about. But it might be good that you've been playing the Sega Saturn this week. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh.
But anyway, but then again, you might not.
That's what I'm taking on, Sega Zombie. Fuck's sake. He's the Sega man.
I had a couple of beers when I was writing these questions, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But as I always say, guys, when we start the pixelated picture round, I won't be able to see or hear you for I think it's about a minute it's on for. So yeah, if you've got any questions, just keep them till after. And everyone got pens and papers? Okay, guys, let's do it. Round 1 is the pixelated picture round.
Here we go.
Good luck. So, guys, how do you feel you got on with those?
Yeah, good.
Excellent. That's exactly what I like to do. I just like to get you into a bit of a false sense of security before the real shit hits the fan. So, as ever, we'll go through the answers at the end, and next we're going to move on to the real nitty-gritty. We're going to be moving on to the quiz questions.
Ooh.
So, guys, yeah, bit of a mix. I've mixed them up a bit from what I've been doing the last few times. So we'll see how we get on with it. I've tried to base it on as many different systems as I can, so it's an even chance. So unfortunately, obviously, I do know what you guys are into, so a couple of these questions might seem a little bit specific to you. They might not, but I don't know. Maybe if you don't think that, then either I've been watching the wrong stuff, or I don't know. Maybe I just had too many beers last night when I was writing these. Okay, so guys, we're going to start off at number 1. Question 1 of 10 is: what game was released first in the PAL region on the Sega Master System? Was it Super Kickoff or Super Monaco GP? Super Kickoff, the best football game on the Master System, would you say?
Nah, Sensible Soccer.
Was it on the Master System?
Yeah, it is.
No way.
I'm pretty certain it is.
Shit, I need that. Like, I'm a huge. I love Sensible Soccer.
Sensible Soccer's a great game.
Yeah.
Surprised that ran on the Master System.
I didn't realise it was on the Master System. And Super Monaco GP, I've definitely got it. I think it's the only box game I've got for the. Oh! Someone knows the answer. No cheating, by the way.
I was going to say no conferring there with the parrot.
Parrot's in the background on his mobile. Like, what's the fucking answer?
I've even covered them up to try and keep them quiet, but
this is their moment too. This is their moment too. But yeah, Super Monaco GP. That seems like the most common game on the Master System ever. To me, like,
big seller. It was a massive game.
Did it have a Senna on the front?
He was involved with them. He was definitely on the front of the second one.
Yeah, number 2. I think he was involved. I think
maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, okay, so let's move on to question 2. The classic 2-player game Tuben was a joint development by which 2 developers in 1988? I only want you to name one of them. If you name 2, that's great. Check yourself out, but I only want one.
Can't even do that. Never even heard of the game.
Just guess a developer. From like Tuben, if you've never heard of it, you can maybe guess what years that was out in, and pick a developer. But you've definitely heard of both of them. Definitely heard of both of them. What did you think of Tuben, Scott? It's a game I only discovered about, when I was collecting hit squads.
I never played it. I never played it in the arcades back in the day, and I'd imagine it's a really good arcade game. But like
it's
you,
a great 2-player game.
I can remember just being really frustrated with it on the Spectrum years ago, back in the day. But again, with the hit squads, playing it again, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good little game.
What was I saying? I saw it on the Dara O'Brien's 8-Bit. Go 8-Bit. Remember that TV show that used to be on?
Oh, yeah.
I used to really enjoy that, and that was one of the challenges was that game. Okay, guys, so we're moving on to number 3, and pretty straightforward question. This: what year was the Vectrex released in the UK?
I've got 2 years for that.
Well, it's one of those 2 probably.
Yeah, the other one's probably the American release or something.
There's Cask Strength. Hello there, over the water. How you doing, buddy? Right, you guys. So let's move on to question 4. How many worlds are there in the excellent side-scroller Zool?
Oh, God, I wouldn't have a clue.
That's good news for you, James.
That is.
Possibly, potentially. educated guesses. Yeah, that's exactly. If and when I do end up on that side of the screen, that'll be me pretty much for every question.
Great game.
It's easy.
It's a good game. I like that. Was it the Sonic Beta that the magazines claimed it to be though?
It was never going to be though. Not on the Amiga, but it was a good attempt though.
It was. I enjoyed it. It's a nice, colourful, bright game. Really
I've only played it on the Amiga, but is it on the Mega Drive or the SNES?
Yeah, it's on the Mega
It
Drive.
did get anything. I never really liked them sort of platformers. I preferred me Japanese platformers over sort of like the European ones. Yeah. You just got to collect everything, ain't you? Zool is just a billion things to collect. It was like that with a lot of Amiga platformers.
I think you have to get like 100%, is it, to go to the next level? But I think there's just like shitloads. So you don't have to collect, like, even when you get to 100%, I think there's still more. You know what I mean? That you can collect. Okay, guys. So number 5 is, in the 3 years it took to develop Halo 3, Bungie Studios employees consumed how many pounds of pizza? And you to be within 1,000.
Sorry, mate. Can you repeat that?
In the 3 years it took to develop the game Halo 3, Bungie Studios, their employees consumed how many pounds in weight of pizza? So you're going to be within 1,000. Told you these were a bit hard this week. Like,
I had a guess.
I stick a guess down. TurboGrafx 16. What game is now allegedly worth $2,800, and that's loose, not even in the box? Any of yous collect for TurboGrafx 16?
I used to collect for the PC Engine, but I don't know anything about the American market. TurboGrafx.
Well, it's apparently the rarest game on the TurboGrafx, and it's now worth $2,800, and that is just loose, like with no box or instructions.
I bet it's a shooter.
Educated guess.
I'm trying to think. My mind's gone blank.
Fucking clueless. Rocky, give it a break.
Was it when Zool moved to the Mega Drive, it got the Chupa Chup tie-in? No, I think that was on the Amiga as well. I seem to remember it being on the Amiga, the Chupa Chup lollies, was it? Shit,
there couldn't have been many games released on the TurboGrafx. I'm still pondering that.
You're still pondering on that, aren't you? Was you put some oil on that parrot? Some oil? Fucking hell. What does that mean?
It's a bit harsh.
Jeez, oh. That's murder.
I'm just guessing.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll move on to number 7. To the nearest 1,000. Again, how many Commodore Amiga CD32s were sold?
To the nearest 1,000.
Yeah. Of course, it was a massive seller.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it reached 1,000.
1,000. Maybe it's 1,000. I wish it was. This would be worth a fucking hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot easier if I just went that way.
It wouldn't be a lot because it didn't get an official release in the States, did it?
Yeah, that's right. There was some sort of tax issue on the imports, and all the CD32s that were getting imported got held offshore somewhere, and I don't think anybody knows what happened to them.
I think a lot of them got sold in Canada.
I know. I've seen and heard them like running like ATMs and like shit like that in banks and like You know, like the screens when you go into a shopping mall and it like shows you where stuff is. It's like running stuff like that, like really badly.
Okay. These are really hard questions. These are, Paul. They're just literally.
Yeah,
just guesswork.
I do normally ask like a friend, like a close friend, like the questions just so I can gauge how hard they were. But because I finished writing them yesterday, I just didn't have time. I didn't have time to do that, and I thought some of these are stinkers, but they're always guessable.
Wow, yeah, definitely.
Even if it's a shot in the dark. So, guys, number 8. We're going to talk about Cannon Fodder. Cannon Fodder was a superb Amiga game, but in the year 2000, it was released on a handheld system. What handheld system was it released on? Now, I just can't imagine Cannon Fodder being released on a handheld because it's not exactly, it uses very small guys. So. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Right. Number 9, bit of Nintendo knowledge here for you, Scott. I know you've been taking a lot of Nintendo in recently. What is the SNES better known as in South Korea? In South Korea, they always call all the systems always got a slightly different name. I have no idea why, but they do. I think they do it all the time. So, if any of you are Super Nintendo fans, you might know it. If not,
thinking that might be a trick question.
Size in, hello Sai, Ginger Hippie Gaming, Elmo, Budget Nostalgia. He's going to be coming on pretty soon. Okay. So, guys, question 10. In Commodore format, issue 38, this is a Commodore 64 magazine. Don't worry, don't look too worried. Which game scored a legendary 100%?
Did you say a year that was? Or did you just say the issue?
It was issue 38, but I'd say it was... I would give you 93.
Oh.
1993.
I know the game, but I can't think that's...
Because is it a 100% game? It's fucking good.
I'm going to have to guess. I know the game. I know what it is. I can see it.
Okay, guys, that you'll be absolutely buzzing to know is the 10 questions at the whim. And that is always the hardest bit. And I do apologise this week. It does seem to be harder than normal because I didn't get to test them out on anyone. So, yeah. We'll see what happens with that. So, yeah, we're going to move on to the music round, which is slightly more difficult than the questions. when we play the music, obviously I won't be able to hear you guys again. Each song is on for 15 seconds. I've also put a picture of like the system that it's from. Just to give you an idea of like, just to give you a bit of a clue, because fucking everyone does horrendous at this. Although Scott did get 2 last time, which is twice more than what anyone else has ever got. So I've had to open the difficulty a little bit so that we can.
Oh my god!
I'm joking. So guys, as I said, if you want to listen to these again afterwards, then it's absolutely no bother at all. And I'll just get the video ready. I'm a little bit out of practice after not doing this for quite as long. But yeah, here we go with the music, guys. So good luck.
Here we go.
In a couple of minutes. So, guys, there we go. That was 5 pieces of classical gaming music from 5 different consoles. James, how do you think you got on with that, mate?
Possible 3, but definitely 1.
Fucking hell, sounds good. Scott, how about you?
I do not feel confident in that at all. I never do in the music because
he sees this every week, honestly.
Yeah, but I think of about 5 different games, and that Xbox one, I haven't got a clue. Xbox, PlayStation, over my head. I don't know any of it. Good at box art though for them.
Yeah, that's where you always come back. You always come back. To be fair, the box art ones, I did actually test a couple of them on our last, and she got them right, so I had to make them harder. I was like, fucking hell. I was like, holy shit, if you're getting them right, then not that just, a really bad at game or anything, but she admits herself that it's not her thing. She's the snake lady in the house. Snakes are her thing. So, okay, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed the music round, and yeah, that sounds good. That you sound pretty confident anyway. So I'm quite happy with that because I always dread giving you guys that one. The last round, guys, is the box art. This is normally where Scott comes into his own and does really well, but we've got a total mixture here. Again, I've tried to pick different covers from different generations, from different consoles, just to try and keep it as fair as possible. So again, this one's on for quite a long time because you get 15 seconds per picture. So I think it's about 2 minutes or something like that. So bear with us and enjoy the box art round, guys, and good luck. sorry, I'm just trying to neck that last bit of pizza before I come back on. Absolutely starving. James, how do you feel you got on there, mate?
Maybe 4.
I've seen you doing a lot of writing there. I thought, I think you've done all right here. I think you might have done all right there.
Well, a lot of them were lines I was crossing out.
Oh, right, okay. Let's quickly just see what is going on in the comments. Budget Nostalgia's hoping for some similar box art when he's on. What's Pete saying? One of my favourite all-time games.
I know what game that was he was talking about there.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got James Evans is here as well. Good to see you, James. Right, guys. So this is the bit where we go all the way back to the beginning and we read out the all-important answers. The first round was the pixelated picture round. Where's my pen? So, pixelated picture round, guys. Number 1. Scott, what did you get for number 1?
I have put Duck Hunt.
You've got Duck Hunt. And how about you, James?
Nothing for the first one.
The answer was Duck Hunt. Yeah. Well done, Scott. I tried to get the bit where the dog was holding up both the ducks, you know, like on the game. So I was trying to help you out. Well, mate, if you didn't get that one, I'm going to be amazed if you get this one. James, did you get an answer for number 2?
Yeah, Bizarre Brothers.
The what? Sorry.
The Bizarre Brothers. Is it called?
Scott.
That's the Bonanza. That's the Bonanza Brothers.
Oh, I knew it was something like that.
Oh no, this does put me on the spot. It's close, mate, but it's
no, I don't get it. Should have known that. I knew the game.
Dude.
I couldn't quite remember what the title was called.
One of my most hated Sega IPs, that is.
I had it on the Sega Master System, and it was one of these games where the graphics looked really, really good, but the game was absolutely shit. And
I just couldn't get why people liked it, because quite a few people at the time really liked that game, and I just hated on it. I
like the idea of it, but they just didn't execute it very well. But it did look nice, especially on the Master System. Like the 3D models look pretty decent on it. It was
I think it was a game ahead of its time, wasn't it? Just couldn't quite get it right on them old consoles.
You wouldn't fancy playing the arcade game of that, though, would you?
Oh God, was that an arcade?
It was an arcade game. I'm pretty certain that is an arcade conversion.
I've not been pumping my 10 pences into that, like, not a chance in hell. It actually amazes me that these games ever got conversions.
Yeah.
Like, they can't have been popular at the arcades. Anyway, moving on to number 3, guys. Absolute classic game, one of my favourites. Scott, what did you have for number 3?
It's the Lemons.
You had Lemmings. And how about you, James?
Nothing.
That's 3-0 to Scott, man. It's going to be a tough night, I think. It's oh mate, come on. Yeah, that's Lemmings. Like, I thought I was doing good putting that one in. Have you not played Lemmings? Oh mate, it was an absolute classic.
I've never been interested in it. I had a mate that had it, but it didn't do anything for me.
Nightmare. So, number 4. Did you get anything for number 4, James?
Number 4, I can't even fucking remember. Was that the ship? The little ship one?
No.
Right. Oh, I must have missed that. And I was writing.
Oh. Scott, did you get anything for number 4?
Yes, Prince of Persia.
It is Prince of Persia. Never got released on the Commodore 64 until recently. It was like one of those fan-made kind of things. I think the dumb one. So, did you ever play Prince of Persia, the original ones, James?
Nah.
I used to love that game.
Another game that never really interested me.
I thought it was all right, but I thought it was like
I like
a
my fighting
predecessor
games.
kind
I
of
like my racing games and that.
What's that, sorry?
I like my racing games, my fighting games and that sort of stuff. But yeah, them sort of games never really interested me.
How about number 5? Scott, did you get anything for number 5?
It's Turrican.
That is Turrican. James?
I'll put Gallagher.
So
I've got big fat zero for that.
Hey?
Fucking good stuff. Fucking good stuff. You're going to be in trouble here, Scott.
Yeah. There's fucking no mercy, no mercy. Don't worry, we'll see how the questions go, mate. You might still be in with a chance, really, if you can pull it out.
I was going to say these 10 questions could turn all around.
So, guys, the first question I asked was probably the easiest one of the lot. What game was released first in the PAL region on the Sega Master System? Was it Super Kickoff or Super Monaco? Scott, we're going to go with you first, mate.
I put Super Monaco.
I'll put Super Kickoff.
What did you put, James?
Super Kickoff.
It was Super Monaco GP. That was released in 1990. Super Kickoff was 1991. So, it's a mark. So I'm actually bothering to take the scores for the first time in ages. Number 2. The classic 2-player Tubin was joint development by which 2 developers in 1988? I only need one of the 2. James, what was your...
I'll put Capcom.
Capcom. And Scott, what did you put, mate?
I've put Atari.
So the 2 developers were Midway and Atari. So well done, man. 2 out of 2 so far on the solid questions.
I thought Capcom was pumping out games at that point. It's got to be them, innit?
Yeah, I think I don't even think Midway were that highly thought of back then either. But number 3 was, in what year was the Vectrex released in the UK? The beautiful Vectrex.
Well, I never heard of that console.
I've got 2 years in mind, but I'm going with the one my gut, and I'm going to say 1981.
1981. And how about you, James? What did you
I'll
go
put
for?
1980.
1980. Did you see you'd never heard of that console, James?
Yeah.
Wow, it's probably one of my favorite. It's proper old school, guys. It was from 1983. But James, that's a cracking guess, really. It was released in 82 in I think it was Japan, and I think in the US and Europe it was released in the year after, which was 83. So Scott, wow, that's actually the first point you've dropped. Fantastic start. Number 4. How many worlds are there in the excellent side-scroller Zool? I'm going to go with you, James, for that one, mate.
Well, it's a guess. I could only get up to about level 3, and I'm going to go with 7. Lucky 7.
Lucky 7. And Scott, what did you have?
Complete and utter guess. I put 6.
You put 6. James, you're off the mark, mate. It was 7.
Yay!
Well done. Come back now.
Back on. It's back on. Yeah, the 7 worlds were Sweet, Fruit and Veg, Music, Tool, Toy, Funfair, and Shootable. Like you, mate, I think I only ever got level 2. I didn't get level 3. Good game, though. Good game. So here we go, guys. Here's a shot in the dark for you. In the 3 years it took to develop Halo 3, Bungie Studio employees consumed how many pounds of pizza? So I was going to say the closest to 1,000, but let's make it interesting and say the closest to the correct answer. Scott, what did you have, mate?
Well, I'm just thinking Bungie Studio must have been quite big, so I've just put 25,000.
25,000. James, what are you saying, mate?
I've put £5,000.
5,000. The answer was 20,000 pounds of pizza.
That's a fucking lot of pizza. I was way off.
That is a lot of pizza. Okay, so number 6, guys, was the TurboGrafx 16. What game is now allegedly worth 2,800, and that's loose, not even in a box or with instructions. What do you think that is, James?
I haven't a clue, so I'll just put Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition.
Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. Scott, what did you go for, mate?
This is an educated guess because the TurboGrafx 16 library isn't that big compared to the Japanese PC Engine. And I know a game that used to be quite sought after was a game called Magical Chase, but I'm just guessing. It's an educated guess.
Well, Scott, you are educated because that's the correct answer.
Oh, yes.
I can't believe it wasn't Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition.
Although that's probably is a really expensive game because it seems like all the games were particularly expensive. But yeah, there was one sold. Well, there's actually two sold within the last 6 months for $2,800, which is about 2,200.
Did you say that was just the card? Just the card?
Just the card.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, that's just mental. It really is. Okay, number 7, guys, is to the nearest 1,000, how many Amiga CD32s were sold? Wasn't a great deal. Scott? Actually, it might be more than what you think. Scott, what are you saying, mate?
I've put 120,000.
120,000?
James? I've put 250,000.
The answer is 100,000.
I'm the closest thing, aren't
I? Yeah. Honestly, like I thought it was like a lot less than that, to be honest.
Well, it distributed over the whole of Europe, wasn't it? And so it was just the European market. It really got any sales. If it had got released in America, I'm sure that would have done a lot better.
Yeah, especially with 32
another system I was interested in.
Oh, how can you not look? I mean, looking at my first CD console, and it was a total failure. The controller I absolutely hate, like with a passion. Like I'm not impressed with the controller at all. But sticking with the Amiga, Cannon Fodder, which was a superb Amiga game, was released in 2000 for what handheld console, James?
I'm going to say this is a guess. Game Boy Advance. I think that was about 2000 when that came out.
Game Boy Advance. And Scott, how about you?
I have gone like right out there and put the Gizmondo.
Well, James was the closest. However, it was the Game Boy Color.
Really? How on earth was that playable on a Game Boy Color?
I've just got no idea. I would have guessed it in advance because I thought, well, at least it would have like the like be able to like show it like the graphics better. It must have like a better screen than what the Game Boy Color had. Do you know what I mean? Like be able to show more pixels or have a better what's it called? Resolution. But yeah, I was amazed when I found that out. Number 9. Say again.
I said I've got to track it down now. I've got to play that on a Game Boy Color. That's just mental.
Do you know? I'm not even sure if I've got it or not. No, I think it might be Sensible. Did Sensible Soccer come off the? Or maybe it is kind of for them. I'm sure I've got one of them for the Game Boy. Number 9 was what is the SNES known as in South Korea? James, sorry.
I'm going to go out there and say Super Mega Drive.
Super Mega Drive? Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Scott?
And I've put Ultra Nintendo. I don't know why I put that.
Guys, the answer, sorry, neither of you got it right. It was the Super Com Boy. The Super Com Boy.
Okay.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
So, last of these questions, guys, and yeah, they do seem particularly hard this week. Number 10. This one might be guessable if you know anything about your 8-bits. In Commodore format, issue 38, which game scored a legendary 100%, James?
No idea.
No idea.
Before my time, Commodore 64.
How about you, Scott?
I've gone for an educated guess again, because I know this was a really highly regarded Commodore 64 game and it was late. That's why I asked you the year. What year did you think that was? And I've put Mayhem in Monsterland.
That is the correct answer, mate. Well done. Mayhem in Monsterland. It got a 100%. But the whole like the whole journey from it being made was exclusive to that magazine all the way through. They had like exclusivity.
Yeah.
And is it a 100% game? Of course it's not, but it is really, really good.
It's an amazing feat on the Commodore 64 for back then. It was
totally. The speed was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And there was something. Oh, that was it. It did have a bug in the game where if you got to 10 lives, I think your lives would go back to if you lost a life, you would die, or you'd lose all your lives and go back down to 3. So there was actually a bug in the game, but the programmers, when they were making the game, because we can just assume that they never ever lost a life, they never ever realised that was a bug within the game. So and then they still give it 100%. But I was watching Kim Justice. She done a bit of a video about it this week, so I thought that'd be interesting to stick in there. So guys, at the end of that round, I'll add these up in a second because we're going to move on to the music round.
Well, mine's fucking easy. 1.15.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if you can come back at the minute. Well, I don't know. We've still got 15.
Yeah, still 15 questions.
Yeah, you can still easily win by about 4 or 5 points here. If Scott decides to take time, maybe. But music round, guys. Number 1. Scott, what did you have for number 1, mate?
Now, I've heard this music recently playing games with Jade, but I can't think what. I think it's Wave Race.
Wave Race. That's a good game. That I think the first one's better than the second one. James, how about you?
I'm going to go with Mario Kart 64.
Oh, I could pick that.
Well, guys, the answer is Mario 64.
Oh, I've been playing that as well. Oh, man. I knew it's a game I've been playing.
Really good guesses, guys. So close, so close. Okay, number 2. What did you get for that, James?
Was that the PlayStation one?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Educated guess. It sounds very sort of Road Rash, so I'm going to go with Road Rash.
Road Rash. And how about you, Scott?
I went Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer is correct. Well done.
Oh my God! I got a PlayStation question right.
I did not think you would get a PlayStation one ever.
That's made me night. That has.
Fucking hell. Yeah, it was Ridge Racer on the PS1. I can't believe you got that. I know how little you played it.
Yeah.
Well, how you don't play the PS1. But yeah, Ridge Racer, it's a cracking tune. I went through and personally chose that one because I found myself just like, when I go through all the music, I was like, well, yeah, definitely that one. It's stuck in my head. Okay, guys. Number 3, Scott. What did you get for number 3 on the music round?
This one got me. I was really felt under pressure on this one because it was a Mega Drive game, but I've put Double Dragon.
You've went for Double Dragon. And how about you, James?
I'll put Thunder Force 2.
Thunder Force 2. It is Double Dragon. Well done.
If I hadn't got that right, God.
I'm just going to have to make these even harder, aren't they? It's obviously not working. Number 4. James, what did you get for number 4, which was the Xbox?
Yeah, I didn't get that. Didn't get that game.
How about you, Scott?
I put Mech Warrior Assault, but that was just a pure guess.
It was Half-Life 2.
Oh, fuck.
Half-Life 2. Number 5, Scott, any ideas on number 5, mate?
Tetris?
How about you, James?
No, I didn't get that one either.
It was Tetris.
Yes, I've got 3 right. Oh my God.
Fuck's sake.
Oh.
Yep, well done. I can't believe 3 out of 5. So, well done, Scott. I don't think you can come back from that anymore, James. But we can still enjoy the last round without any pressure on. Did you get answers down for all of them? We're going to go for it.
No, I
see what we've got
for 4 of them anyway.
Okay, guys. Well, we'll start with number 1. James, I'm sure I've seen you putting an answer down for this one. What did you get for number 1?
World of Illusion.
World of Illusion. And how about you, Scott?
I put Aladdin.
The answer is Aladdin. That was the one I would ask.
It's the carpet. The World of Illusion. They're sitting on a carpet as well.
That was the one I would last said she knew the answer to, so I tried to make it more hard. Number 2, which I thought might have been a little bit of a difficult one. Scott, what did you get for number 2?
It's Need for Speed Underground, I think.
And how about you, James?
I put Project Gotham Racer.
It was definitely going to be one of the two, but it was Need for Speed Underground.
Yes.
Mate, everything you've guessed tonight, you've got. Well, it sounds like it was a guess.
No, I can remember the reflection of the car of the city, and I loved Need for Speed Underground. Underground 1 and 2, they were my favourite games of the Need for Speed.
Yeah, same, and that's why I zoomed in on that bit, because I just remember that bit like being really cool, that you could see the reflection of the. So yeah, that's why I chose that. Okay, number 3, James. Have you got an answer for number 3?
Educated guess. Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. Scott, how about you?
I'll put Tetris.
Okay, it's Tetris. I swear down, this is not a fix. Before people start saying fix, it's not a fix. Hi Heaps, how you doing, mate? Looking forward to your stream on Friday. This Friday at 8 o'clock or 8:30 sometimes if he's struggling to get the beers in. Okay, guys, number 4, which I'm sure that you'll be able to maybe say that was a Master System game. You can always tell by their box art quality. James, did you get anything for number 4?
No, I didn't get for that one.
4. Scott, how about you?
That's Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd in Miracle World.
It is Alex Kidd. And I did actually forget to change the answer on him, and I had down Crash Bandicoot from the week before his quiz. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that was the last one, wasn't it?
And I've still got a wrong guy. I was like, that's fucking Alex Kidd. There's Lee in the house. Hello, Lee. Good to see you, mate. Swap shop this weekend. We missed last week's, right? So, sorry.
That's fine.
Because of that game that we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, the game that we don't talk about.
Yeah, so we're back this week with a swap shop.
Yeah, it's definitely back.
Good. An absolute must-view stream for me on YouTube. Number 5. Scott, did you get an answer for number 5?
Yeah, I'll put Time Splitters.
Time Splitters. And how about you, James?
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
The answer was Time Splitters. Well done. He's on a run again. Number 6. Scott, did you get an answer for number 6?
Yeah, well, this one's a bit of a guess. I weren't 100% on this one, and I've put Gun.
Gun. How about you, James?
Yeah, I put Gun.
James, you're correct. Scott, you're correct.
The
answer
that
is
was one
Gun.
of the only ones that I thought I'd fucking get right there. Do like my Cowboys.
Ones in there. Number 7. We went back in time a bit to the 80s, which is probably not a good sign for James. James, did you get anything for that, mate?
No, mate.
No. Scott, how about you?
It's an absolute classic. There's no way I was getting this one wrong, and that's Way of the Exploding Fist.
It is Way of the Exploding Fist. Yeah, have you seen his fingernails, though? He has got the fucking dirtiest fingernails I have ever seen. Like, I'm always like, why? Sort that out, for fuck's sake. Come on. Okay, so number 8 on the picture round. James, did you get anything for number 8? Nothing?
No.
Scott?
Nor did I. I left it blank. I just couldn't figure that one out.
Amiga classic here. Although I'm pretty sure it was on PlayStation as well. UFO, Enemy Unknown. UFO, Enemy Unknown. It might have been the sequels, actually, that was on the PlayStation. One of the few games that I've completed. One of the very, very select few games. You can tell it's like really slow and like tactical turn-based, like, and that's why old me can play them. It is. James, did you get anything for number 9?
No, or number 10.
Now for number 9 or number 10. Scott, did you get anything for number 9?
Number 9 is Pete on a Retro Tip's favourite game, as he put in the comments, and that's Syndicate.
Is it really his favourite game?
It's one of them, yeah.
Another one of the games that I've completed. They brought out a new version. I think it was on the PS2 or PS3, but it was like a first-person.
Yeah, that weren't the same, was it?
Yeah, for me, it was like, well, I didn't even know that it existed. I remember making a video about games that like I'd like to see released again or remakes, and I think number one had to be Silent Hill. I love a new Silent Hill, but in that list was Syndicate. And when someone said, "Oh, they did," and I put it on, and I was like, "That is not Syndicate, man. That's just a first-person shooter." And they just stuck it on that. Yeah, it wasn't too good. But I think they made another game. Was it something to do with like the FBI? I think that was like an XCOM game. I can't remember what it's called. Super Nintendo, James Evans, he told me to get it, and I have picked it up, so definitely going to give that a shot. But I can't remember what it's called, but I can't bloody see it. So I can't tell you. Sorry. It's a good job, that sort of question. Number 10, guys, we went right back to the 70s/80s for the cover for this one. Scott, did you get anything for number 10?
I've put Space Invaders.
Okay. The answer is Space Invaders.
Yes.
Well done, Scott. Fucking hell.
So you got 9 out of 10. And James, you got 1. You got 1 there. So well done for that one. But wow, yeah, that's the end of the quiz. I think Scott's just.
You're a nice quiz, mate. You should have said you'd be fucking rubbish there, mate.
I can't say that, man. I'm just glad that you've come on. The reason I do this quiz is like I like really just to get to talk to like just to fucking talk to some people. Really, do you know what I mean? It's stuck up here. You know, it's a very small community, and apart from me and you, obviously live about 10 miles away from each other. I would say probably Stewie's Retro Gaming or Gordon or Generation Pixel. They're probably the nearest people to us, being stuck right up here.
Just what I confirmed, I've just tallied up because Gernaldinho has just put has to be a new record high, and that is my highest score so far.
Yeah, honestly, congratulations, Scott. That makes you now the 5-time champion. Well, put this way.
Right? I think that deserves a round of applause.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
It'll be worth it being. Anyway, as I was saying before, James, it'll be really good to catch up and hopefully meet up soon. And we'll go and do some stuff and make a video about it. Like I'm looking forward.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, I like that.
And Scott, obviously we've got the swap shop. You'll have the swap shop this weekend.
Yeah, the swap shop this weekend. Really looking forward to it because, like, the quiz has had a bit of a break because of the old Euros. But yeah, no, there's going to be some good guests on now. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Having a chat, bit of banter with the guys, and trading some stuff as we normally do. So yeah, it's really looking forward to that.
Part of the appeal for me is definitely like seeing who's coming on.
Yeah,
you know, and get like you know, I like it when you just get the crack with the new guys and. You get to learn a bit about them, and it's always good. For me, it's not even really as much about the swapping, although that bit is good. But I just like the banter that everyone seems to get on there. It's always
definitely.
It's always spot on. I think Lee does a superb job. Well, you and Lee, so you guys are always on there with Fob. So looking forward to that. So James, what have you got planned? Obviously, YouTuber of the month. You'll be celebrating, pumping out some videos in the next couple of weeks. What have you got anything? Can you let us in any secrets? Or
I don't know. I do a video when I feel like it. I think, oh yeah, I'll do a video on that. I don't have anything really planned. It's what I feel like on a day, really.
Like a spontaneous kind of
spontaneous video. I mean, everything I put out is shit anyway. So.
Oh, mate, I can't be that bad. Fuck me, you are the real YouTuber of the month. Jesus.
I think they were sympathy votes or something.
Mine wasn't. Mine's because I like your channel and I think you're a nice guy. And plus, if I meet up with you, I couldn't vote for anyone else, could I? How awkward would that be? But no, genuinely enjoy the channel.
No, really I've literally just ordered, which I saw on Amazon, a HDMI cable for the Sega Saturn. I thought it was a pretty decent price, so I'm going to review that and compare it to the cheap SCART cable I got last week or week before. Really do. I really do like doing my tech reviews. I really do enjoy that.
Yeah. What do you think about this what's the new handheld that's coming out?
The Valve one.
Yeah, is it the Steam Valve or something like that? Is it?
Yeah.
Something to do with Steam. Like,
no, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I probably won't buy it. I mean, I'm not even interested in buying PS5 or the Series X at the moment. There's not hardly any games that I really want to get for it.
Well,
paying all that money out for what playing old school games on it is, or
I think the Steam Deck.
Gen game.
Yeah, Steam Deck. It's the Steam Deck.
Doesn't it come in at like 400 quid? And I think that might be for like the cheapest one, which is like 64 gig memory.
64 gig in it.
But
I think the cheapest one is 300 and something. Then you got a 400 price tag. Then it goes up to about 500. It's three different models.
What I found out is only the intermediate and the high end model have actually got like a fast data transfer between the card and the actual console. So if you buy the cheaper one, like which I think 64 gig maybe, if you buy that and think, well, I'm going to stick in like a massive memory card, the transfer rate isn't going to be big enough for like open world games so that you can play them. But like nobody seems to like have realized this. So, but if you get the intermediate or the high end one, then you would be able to play them from memory, like not the onboard memory.
I think it's really exciting. I think it's a really exciting concept because of emulation and what you're going to be able to do with it. Obviously, Steam is fantastic. I know lots of people love Steam. Loads of indie games on there, and it will be cool for people that haven't got a laptop or a powerful PC to be able to play it in the hand. But
that was the thing I saw. Like one interesting thing is that you can buy a dock for it, and you can put it in the dock, and you just add like a keyboard, a monitor, and a mouse, and it can just be a normal like PC.
And it's a powerful thing. I know in today's market with like the top end PCs, it's not, but it's still as powerful as the Xbox One S, and like something like 5 times the power of a Switch. So it's going to be a pretty meaty thing, isn't it?
What did you think about the Switch? The news about the Nintendo Switch, like the next generation. Well, it didn't really. It was like an upgrade, wasn't it? It's just an upgraded screen at the end of the day.
I was going to say it's just an OLED screen, isn't it? So, Nintendo are so frustrating. Nintendo are so frustrating. They don't listen to their fans, and they don't listen to the market. It seems to work.
People keep going back for more.
Well, the thing is the Switch was a major success because it's just a re-engineered Wii U. What they got wrong with the Wii U, they put right with the Switch. And I think people now, the Switch is old enough now. People wanted an update. They wanted a more powerful handheld, and unfortunately Nintendo ain't delivered it because that'll be next year. It's OLED this year, then there'll be something else next.
I totally think they're just going to milk a little bit more money out of people for this one. Like the pure diehards will still buy it, and then they'll go, look what's coming next year.
Yeah,
they'll wait a while, and then you'll find them for next to now. Like, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah. And Scott, what have you got planned? Have you got anything coming up? I know you said earlier you were doing a bit of footage, and it's good to see you guys out and about and like doing stuff.
Yeah, really enjoyed the London gamer market, and it was great to meet up with fellow tubers, some that I've never met before for the first time.
How big is 2D Rob? Like, how big is he? Is he like about 7 foot or something?
Yeah, he is a giant of a man, but the most friendliest guy, lovely guy. And yeah, I got to meet him, and I got to meet the Retro Godfather, which was one of the original UK tubers back in the day. And it's a fantastic day. It's just, it went so quick, and it's just a taster of, lockdown lifting and meets finally starting to happen again, hopefully towards the end of the year. And it was a fantastic day. Me and Jade loved it.
I've definitely gone to the one in October. I keep thinking it's called Oktoberfest, but I'm just wishing I would go to that. But it's the Blackpool Expo.
And at the German Beer Fest.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I keep thinking of Oktoberfest all the time, but I think I'm being it's a bit wishful thinking. Like, but yeah, hopefully going to get down to Blackpool. Are you going, James?
Probably not. Probably be working it.
It's expensive, like to get down from here with the trains. It's like I think it's about a 9-hour train journey or something mental like that. Oh yeah.
Oh fuck that.
well, that's what I was like. But I've never been to one, and I don't know. I'm just really looking forward to meeting some people really that I get to speak to and actually meet them face to face. Because I still don't think you
can't beat that, can you? You can't beat meeting people face to face. It's brilliant.
We're sociable characters, we're sociable animals. Do you know what I mean? And we've had that taken away for long enough now. So yeah, it's time to
year and a half.
Yeah, man. Yeah, been a long time. But we'll see how the next few weeks go. I don't want to make any comments because it's either going to go one way or the other, isn't it?
well, I think if there's any events in the next couple of months, make sure you get to them.
Yeah, make sure
it could be the last one for a while.
Make sure you've got your tickets insured as well, because who knows what's coming. But guys, well, thanks again. Next time in 2 weeks, we have got Russ, the Retro Bear.
Ooh.
So that's who you will be going up against, Scott. So I best remind him, because I did say I was going to have to remind him about 2 weeks before. So that'll be interesting, because he does know quite a bit about his 8-bits and stuff like that.
Very educated is Ross. He knows a lot.
Very knowledgeable. He will revenge the Gamezone Birdroom.
He may just very well. I tell you what, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a good matchup. I really do.
Definitely.
So thanks for everyone at home for watching tonight. It was really good to see you, and it was good to see everyone in the comments as well. It'd be nice if you could chuck us a like for the stream and what have you. I don't normally say shit like that because I don't know, it's not really me, but everyone says,
give him a like.
So, yeah, fucking do it. But guys, I'm gonna drop you out into the background, and I'll catch up with you in a few seconds. So goodbye, James, and thanks for coming on. And don't forget, you can always reapply. You can always reapply.
Well, after that beating, fuck that.
I bet you're unsubscribing now, aren't you? Like, fuck this.
That's it. As soon as I come off this, that button has been.
What an asshole. Yeah, he's an English bastard.
No, I've enjoyed it, mate. Fuck it. Someone's got to lose it, mate. Well, it might as well be me.
It's been really good speaking to you, mate. I know we've had quite a few conversations on Discord and what have you in the past, so it's good to actually get the crack face on. Anyway, I'll pop you into the after show, mate, and I'll catch up with you in a second. So thanks for tonight. So Scott, another win under your belt. That's 5 times now, but I seriously think you might have your work cut out, mind, with Russ.
I will. Honestly, Russ is going to be good. I might have to do some research. See, he's a similar age to me as Russ, so we tend to do well on the 80s stuff.
Yeah,
and I think Russ is going to be really clued up because he likes all the micros.
He knows his covers as well because he's got of those Wii's, and he likes his cover art. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And I'll get some nice juicy questions up ready for that one, I think. So thanks for joining us again, Scott. And again,
awesome, mate.
Congratulations, mate.
Cheers.
We'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye.
See you in a minute. Bye.
So, guys, that was... it didn't turn out too close in the end. Maybe picked some of the questions were a bit too harsh for James. Could have maybe kept them for next week. So it's sad to see James go, but on a performance like that, when Scott just broke the record for the highest score, and I really thought that I put some hard questions to these guys. What I am going to say before I go is that I'm always looking for inspiration for pixelated questions for the pixelated round, for the music round, for covers, questions, anything like that. If you want to submit them, obviously I have to double check them to make sure that the answers are right. But yeah, anything like that, guys. If you guys want to chip in, and that would help the quiz out a little bit. Just because sometimes what questions I think are easy or I think are hard, or game pictures or music, I've got my tastes, so sometimes it's a little bit difficult to pick out. Have a diverse amount of questions, but we'll leave that for next time. And hopefully you can get in touch on the Facebook group or send me an email. All the links in my About section of the YouTube channel. So that's it, guys. I hope you can join us in 2 weeks' time again, when Scott will be taking on Russ, the Retro Bear, to find out who will be the reigning retro gaming champion. But for the next 2 weeks, that goes down to Sega Zombie. So until next time, guys, goodbye.